Hey, what's up, Salem family? So I had the opportunity once again to talk to some of our missionaries. This time it was the Johnsons, Doug and Sara, who are working in Guatemala with Kids Alive International. And so this is part one of that conversation I had with them. And eventually there's going to be a part two. So if you've enjoyed part one, please go ahead and check out part two. And so, yeah, enjoy this. And afterwards, if you are able, go ahead and get in contact with them and just let them know that you appreciate them, that you're praying for them, and that you can be an encouragement to them.
Hello.
It's working. Nice to get on FaceTime with you guys. Appreciate you guys taking the time for this. And so, yes, to help our church, to help Salem, just get a really big overview of who you are, just introduce yourself. Remember that there are going to be a lot of new people, and there are a lot of new people at Salem who don't know you guys.
Yes.
So if you guys could just give us who you are, where you serve, and like what organization you serve with, just as an overview, that would be great.
I'm Doug, and I'm a Johnson, which is a common name around Duluth. I grew up in Salem. My folks moved from Chicago back to Duluth in 1953 or 2. And my mom was involved in Salem before that, but had moved to Chicago where my dad was from.
Okay.
So I grew up in the church. We would be there Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesdays. When it was open, we were there.
Yeah.
The church was very important to me, and Bible camp, very important to me.
Mm-hmm.
We actually left for the mission field in 1983.
Okay.
And Salem was behind us right from the beginning. So continual awesome support since 1983. That's
Wow.
39 years.
Wow, yeah.
Very faithful. We appreciate that. Do you want to add something, hon?
Well, we left with a different mission organization called Helps International Ministries for, was it 17 years?
Okay.
18.
And then in 2001, we went with, it's called Kids Alive
Right.
International. And that's the organization that we serve with today. And
We'd actually gone to Valparaiso to do the rehabilitation on their office building, Kids Lives.
Okay.
They needed it bigger and better, and so the mission we were with did that kind of thing. I'm a bricklayer by trade.
Okay, yeah. I think I'm probably sitting around some of the bricks that you laid.
Could be.
Yeah.
I was pretty little at Salem construction, but I remember building the gym.
Yep. I'm right above the gym.
We named the gym after Jim Herndon. We did. That was quite a talk about that. But anyway, when we were in Valparaiso, we finished up that building, and Kids Alive then approached us as a couple and a family and said, we're going to build a children's home in Guatemala, and we're going to do one in Kenya.
Okay.
And we would be delighted and happy if you would choose either place.
Yeah.
Would you pray about that? So we prayed and felt the Lord leading us to Guatemala. And that's, in a nutshell, how we got here.
Okay. Sara, tell me about yourself.
grew up in a wonderful Christian home. And Doug and I actually met at Moody Bible Institute in Chicago.
Gotcha.
And we're married at my home church, and then made the big move after getting married to Duluth.
Mm-hmm.
So
So tell me about Kids Alive and give me just a pretty general understanding of what Kids Alive International does.
Okay. Well, it's kids, so it's all with children.
Yep.
Each field is kind of unique, and I believe we are in 11 countries,
Okay.
Guatemala being one.
Yep.
And we have schools, we have residential children's homes.
Mm-hmm.
We work with families. We work with local churches to provide needs, to fill needs that are there.
Yeah.
And when we came to Guatemala, we came to build a children's home.
Mm-hmm.
And it started out as a kind of a regular children's home where kids would come, usually because of lack of a parent. Mm-hmm. So they were true orphans.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But about 8-9 years ago now, the Lord laid on the heart of the leadership that maybe we should be a little more specific. And so the Lord was bringing us top quality Guatemalans
mm-hmm.
who could deal with sexual and physical abuse,
okay.
emotional abuse. And so right now our focus here in Guatemala is on girls who have been sexually abused.
Okay.
A lot of them come without a baby or not being pregnant,
mm-hmm.
but many of them come pregnant, have their babies with us, and the babies grow up with us.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I love that. I love the babies.
Yeah.
I gotta be careful. I don't focus too much on the babies, but I do enjoy the babies.
Yeah.
But so that's our specific niche right now in Guatemala. There are not very many homes that only fulfill the need of the sexually abused.
Mm-hmm.
But the really goal, as it's been changing over time, working with this specific group, is to really address their needs, of course, spiritual, but we have psychologists and social workers, and to, according to their individual situation, to prosecute their case if possible, because the rate of prosecution on that is very small, minimal.
Right.
And then so help the girl to get to the place where she's ready to do that, which is a process. And then after that is dealt with, to either find maybe she can go back with her nuclear family,
mm-hmm.
or some extended family. And then beyond that, we have a program called kind of like foster families, pretty much, from local churches, families who are willing to take in the girls if they don't have others who are able to care for them. And so really the time frame that the girls are with us has grown shorter over this period, because realizing that no matter how loving a group home type situation is, the girls really, their hearts are with their families, and if possible, to grow up in more of a family type situation. Right now, the girls are in separate homes with 3 caregivers, all women, who take turns. So there's 2 on duty with each house, and they're groups of 8 to 10 girls. The one, so is it 4 that are just girls of all ages, and then there's 2 homes that are the mothers with children, with babies. And so those are there's less than 10 girls in those in those homes because their babies, will need care too. So.
Sarah mentioned that the time is shorter now. When we were just a children's home, we would have kids for many, 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 many years.
Okay.
But now that it's the abuse situation, as soon as that bad guy is removed, and we have lawyers that work with that, and they go away for a long time, at least 20 years.
Okay.
And so that makes the situation potentially safe for them to go back to their home.
Got it. Okay.
A lot of times they're reunified with an aunt or uncle in the next city over, the next little town, the next little village. But then those, not only are the families and the girls helped with the social workers and the psychologists while they're with us, but then as they go back, the visits continue.
Okay.
And the visit during their time at the Oasis, the social workers and psychologists go into the home and work with the parents there.
Wow.
So it's quite extensive, quite involved. We have a lot of staff.
Yeah.
But it takes a lot to cover all that stuff.
So then,
and that program is called Families Together. The program that works with the families after the girls, wherever the girl is reintegrated.
Yeah.
That program is called Familias Juntas, or Families Together. Okay. So they don't just say, okay, goodbye, good luck, sort of thing.
Right.
But continue to, if there are specific material needs, like, okay, we can, we're like an aunt and uncle, we're willing to take her into our home, but we have needs, so we can provide money for schooling for her, for different materials, or each family is a different circumstance, but we try to meet those needs and not just check up on them, but really offer help that they need.
All right, that was part 1. Check out part 2 here on the missions page of our website. If it's not out yet, it's going to come soon. So please check back here in a couple weeks or so.